One of the greatest achievements of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family is that he established an unparalleled welfare system in a society that suffered from extreme poverty and had no system in providing security for the underprivileged. It was not until the early 20th century that many Western countries established a welfare system, and the concept of a welfare state became defined after World War II. The most important step the Prophet took in creating an effective welfare system was creating a Department of Treasury. Amongst the most marginalized and oppressed segments of Arabian society were slaves. They usually experienced very harsh conditions. They basically had no rights at all. The Prophet not only worked hard to improve their conditions and teach his society to deal with them justly, but he also implemented a system through which countless slaves could achieve their freedom. First, he promised anyone who would free a slave a grand reward by Allah. Second, certain sins could only be expiated by freeing a slave. The Prophet's welfare system paid special attention to the plight of slaves. Along with establishing a formal welfare system, the Prophet also created a spirit of generosity, altruism, and philanthropy. He constantly encouraged his companions to share their wealth and resources with others, regardless of their religion or background, for the Prophet had made a declaration that every human being had the right to basic needs. He once said, "The son of Adam has basic rights for three: a house to live in, a piece of cloth to cover his body, and a loaf of bread and water." He would also quote verses from the Holy Quran that explains what could not achieve true righteousness except by giving in the way of Allah.